Hi, lovers. Welcome to Relationships and More. We're your host, Cam.
And Jay. And the fat bitch who's stuffing their face right now.
It's all good. You was a little hungry.
Child, I said, child, if we doing the podcast, child, I guess I eat on the podcast. That'll be okay. Have a little nasty piece of moot thing.
I've never had one of those before.
We should do one. And then we
You
just
gotta be
spill
something
tea.
good,
We
though.
can spill tea on that.
Okay. It gotta be something good, though.
Well, Juicy Ground opened up, apparently.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is my whole thing.
Oh, God.
It's
Here
so
we
weird.
go.
No, listen. It's
like
so
seafood?
weird. No, I love seafood.
Okay.
No, but my whole thing is it's so weird for me because I'll go to a burger joint in a minute. Like I go to Wendy's or McDonald's or anything.
Your age just told itself.
But I still look good.
A
But anyway,
a burger
anyway,
joint, y'all. A burger joint.
anyways, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I don't know. It's just like a sit down restaurant. It just made me feel like, is it okay for us to go to like a sit down restaurant? Like,
And what? Get takeout?
yeah, like this coronavirus and stuff. I mean, I know it's like the same as any restaurant.
Hell,
They
they
still
got
cookies.
curbside. They got curbside. You know, they not eating it. These people not playing no motherfucking games. They have y'all sit outside and wait.
But you see what I'm saying? Like how it's so weird, like for me to think like that because we eat like fast food restaurants like it's nothing.
Hell, you can get infected in the motherfucking fast food.
Right.
Actually, I think you're way more likely to get infected in a fast food restaurant. But that's just me because I work in the fast food restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what the fuck they be doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, our topic today, I'm pretty sure it's a popular topic amongst people. And the topic focuses on what happened with Minneapolis, right?
Mm-hmm.
The police officer stomping on the guy's neck.
Not stomping on
Well,
me.
not stomping,
Yeah.
but you know his
Kneeling
neck.
on his neck.
His knee was on his neck, basically, and
Child, not a stomp, honey.
it was a pretty long time. The man was saying that he couldn't breathe, but still, officer was forceful. Of course, officer was white. And just topic focusing on that as well as like the reactions to that situation as far as the riots occurring, definitely here in Georgia. I mean, nothing is going on in our city in Macon, but like in Atlanta, CNN Center was torn to pieces. And just Atlanta period, the city is just, yeah. And we were kind of discussing like a feedback as far as what was going on. And like from my point of view, it's like, I'm kind of torn because I understand you get tired of being overlooked and not being taken seriously. You know, it's like you feel like you're treated like a second-rated citizen, even if you were actually born here in the U.S. and everything. But like, you get tired of continuously having to defend yourself. You know, you looked at differently, or you have to. It's a certain way you have to communicate with the officer. But if it's a white person, they can have as many moments as they like, and they don't have to worry about, you know, getting choked out or getting shot, slam, pepper spray, all of that, arrested. You know, they don't have to worry about all of that. So, you know, from that point of view, I understand the frustration. You know, I understand it comes to a point where, the peaceful way, obviously they're not listening, so you go the other route. But on the other side, I feel like, yeah, they may hear you to a certain extent, but for me, I still don't think that it's going to really resolve anything. What I'm saying is, if anything, they already looking at us sideways, like we all types of animals, which is so ironic because they just recently we've had this conversation. How funny that they call us monkeys, but they look more like the primates than we do. From the nose to the no lips to the facial features. So that was a wow observation. But
I wonder who said that.
But I mean, not to not to disrespect anyone that is on the side of peace and equality. But I just feel like at the end of the day, for me, I just feel like the rioting and everything, all it's doing is just causing more chaos. It's causing, for me, I feel like more people, it's giving them a reason to attack even more now. It's like now they have a legitimate reason to bring us down and to try to pepper spray us and try to shoot us down. Now they can say, well, I was attacked, or I felt like I was attacked. And that was my whole stand as far as why I feel like before you do something as as huge as a riot like that, like these big corporations and everything like that, or just businesses period, because I mean I'm pretty sure that the CNN Center wasn't the only place that got destroyed. I'm pretty sure there were other businesses destroyed as well, and I just feel like some of those people could have been African American businesses. It could have been, businesses with African American workers, even though no one was in the building. But I'm just saying now they have to be on standby without a job until the buildings can be restored. And that's my point of view as far as at the end of the day, not only are we already in this crazy ass pandemic where everything is just now trying to open back up. Businesses are trying to start flourishing and everything. Now y'all are gonna do some stuff like this. As far as I understand where it's the place that it's coming from, you feel that I can't peacefully riot and try to make them understand under a peaceful situation. So let me go and fuck some shit up so that way maybe I can get heard like that. Yeah, they're paying attention, but you're getting, for me, in my opinion, you're getting like kind of the wrong attention. The attention that you really don't want, because again, at the end of the day, how they're going to respond to this is how they respond to every situation, including the situations that are not what's the word I'm looking for? Threatening. A black man gets pulled over for a tail light. He trying to hurry up, and he's trying to do the right thing again. His license, he gets shot and gunned down because they thinking that because he's black, he's pulling out a gun. You know what I'm saying? So they already are doing things crazy like that. What makes y'all think rioting and destroying these buildings and, making them listen by force, how is that going to help the situation? I mean, again, I understand from the perspective of being angry, you want to be heard one way or another. But if anything, in my opinion, I feel like this is going to make it even worse. And please understand, I'm not giving an excuse for that situation. That was a crime, and that crime should be dealt with injustice as any other situation. Because I feel like if that was the African American officer, he would have been dealt with accordingly. You know, I'm not speaking like I'm for that type of behavior, because I'm not. You know, it's just that definitely isn't the first incident. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's ridiculous, and I understand the frustrations. I'm frustrated about it too. Like I'm upset that I have to think before I speak. If I were to get pulled over, I can't just blurt out the first thing that comes to mind without being afraid that I'm gonna get my head blown off because of the color of my skin. So I get why it's going on, but all I'm saying is, like, y'all may want to think about it before you get involved in it, because again, that's not helping anything. And as I said before, what about like when you are doing all of this and you thinking, you know, you let me fuck up their business since they want to take our lives, we're gonna take their business. Think about all of the people that work in that business. You're taking their jobs that they had to feed their households. So, you know, that's just that's how I look at it. Like I said, I understand the place that it's coming from, but at the same time, I'm also thinking, well, shit, what if that was my source of income, and now I can't go to work because there is no building to go to work to, and now a source of income from my household is gone until it gets restored. So that's just how I feel about it.
Wow, 12 minutes worth of how he feels about it, you guys.
All right, let's go.
12 minutes worth.
Okay, now here's 12 times 22.
Excuse me, bitch. Excuse me, bitch. Okay, so let me get into it. First of all, you know, I'm more of the person who be into the politics, blah, blah, blah. I look at all the stuff. I was just on social media a few, like an hour or so ago, and I was, just scrolling down, looking at it before he cut my hair, which he did a good job on, child. Let me spin around for, anyway, we're not here to talk about my hair, but it do look good. Okay, so I was, look at him. He was, child, it's just so much that I want to say, probably not enough time to say it, but I am going to, put it out here. Okay, so anyway, I was scrolling down social media a few times, and I seen something from some white guy wrote it. What is his name? I looked it up on Facebook, but of course my phone is hooked up on here, so I won't be able to look at it again. But it was like, something about some white man said he deserved to, that the black guy deserves, for his neck to be, I guess deserves somebody to be kneeling on his neck. It says something about, then he goes on to say something about, black people are the scum of the earth, blah, 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 always attacking white people. And then I seen some other shit yesterday about some white girl posted something, and she was just like, well, black people have always tried to come out the white people and blah, 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 and it just brings me to a lot of the situations back in the past, just like the Green, if anything, these movies show us more of what goes on, like in the Green Mile. Is it Green Mile or the 8 Mile or some shit like that? The Green Mile. That man was falsely accused. Just because he was the only black man standing around, or if he was near there, he got the execution penalty for it. What is that boy's name? I don't know. Emmett Till. Him too. I'm trying to find the perfect words to grasp for it because, I like to speak intelligently and also think about what I say before I say it sometimes, even though some of my friends know I just don't give a fuck sometimes. I just say what the fuck I want to say. But when it comes to sensitive matters like this, I really take my time to, formulate my words how I want them to come out. But let alone let me go ahead and say this before I even forget to say it. It's just like, this is just, when I say white people, I am not talking about like, oh my God, the good, the good white people, white people that have been standing beside black people from the beginning. I'm not talking about them. We all know we talking about these racist white people, racist white corporation dummies. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about them. Y'all created this type of shit. Y'all created these type of thugs, y'all like to call us. This type of hood, y'all like to, y'all created it. Y'all made it to where I want to, I want to formulate this right. Because in my head, while you were, talking, I was just like, I'm going to wait till you finish. But it's just like, y'all created this. Y'all say, oh my God, black men been raping white women and, doing all these crimes and blah, blah, blah. Oh, black people break into your homes and blah, blah, blah. And these people, I'm a black person too. Like, black people probably wasn't even thinking about that until you installed that in their mind. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how you might not even be thinking about no motherfucking ice cream, but I come over this bitch with a nice strawberry ice cream. And now all of a sudden you want some strawberry ice cream. That's exactly how shit like that work. Like, people don't even be, I know it for a fact, people don't even be thinking about half the shit y'all say we be thinking about. And here it is. Now when they get caught doing it, it's just like, we knew y'all was, you get what I'm saying? It's just like, y'all made that happen. Y'all made people do stuff like this. This is shit I get very heated about. And then when I get heated, I tend to lose my train of thought, because it's just like, you know me, my mind goes to multiple places at once. You already know that. My mind, I don't just think about one thing. While I'm speaking, I meditate all the time. Like, just cause you don't see me, I might be in my zone listening to music or something like that. I'm still meditating. Like, I'm meditating right now just to be, calm and fluctuate my words like normal, but I'm just always meditating in my chi, like just paying attention to shit that goes on around me. It's just like, white people cause at least 90% of the problems that happen to them. Like, look at this lady, Amy, I don't even know the bitch name. The white lady with the damn dog. You seen that video? He ain't seen that video. So I can't even talk about it really like that. But anyway, so it's about this white lady, she was at the little park. And the black guy was there. And he was telling her, put your dog on a leash, we don't, and cause he's a bird watcher, he just, what the fuck bird watchers do? They motherfucking watch birds, So he told her, put your dog on the leash, and I guess whatever, she felt intimidated by him saying, put your dog on the leash, and here she goes, oh my God, I'm gonna call the police on you and tell them that there's a black man threatening my life, all this other shit, all this at the same time while damn near choking her dog to death. And just the fact of her knowing, if I call these white cops down here to deal with your ass, you gonna die. And I'm still gonna be off doing what the fuck I wanted to do. Just the power behind how she said, I'm gonna call the cops and tell them that there's a black guy, an African-American, she said, an African-American guy here threatening my life. And then all of a sudden, she just started screaming and hollering to the top of their lungs, like, please somebody get here. It's just like, y'all bring a lot of this shit to yourself. People not even fucking with you, and here you are finding chaos in a perfectly tranquil place. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel. So when it comes to people protesting and stuff like that, I'm with all of that. You get what I'm saying? Am I with almost everything that they're doing? No. Nobody's ever 100%, oh my God, I'm with everything that they're doing, unless, you know, that's just how they get down. Excuse me. Ooh, child. But you, like I was saying, okay, I'm sorry. I get the shakiness stuff. But like I was saying, like, nobody's ever 100% down, you know, about certain things. But just look at it over the last 2-3 years, like, how many black people keep on getting killed? How many of them keep on getting off without any consequences? And then people have to protest and riot in order for you to finally hear what they're saying. People have been doing peaceful protests forever and a decade now. Forever. Just like Dr. King said, you know, riots do not just develop out of thin air. It doesn't just develop out of thin air. It's something that is not connected. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel about it. I don't really give a fuck. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, about all people, you know, this whole all lives matter thing. If all lives matter, act like all lives matter. Don't just say all lives matter and then leave it at that. Oh my God, blue lives matter. Like, yes, everybody's life matters, but what the Black Lives Matter movement...
You say that when y'all in trouble.
Right. Just like... You know, sometimes I just seriously go for a loss for words, because it's just like, my mind does not wrap around racist things, because I was not brought up like that. My mom did not tell me, oh, you better watch them white people or anything like that. Mm-hmm. My mom taught me to love and cherish everybody until they keep fucking you over. And then honestly, you know, even if I had been raised like that, you know, I would never be bold as fuck with my shit. Like, I'm a very bold person, but on something like that, I would never be bold as fuck on my shit. Like, just like somebody was saying, racism is not growing. It's getting recorded. That's all. Period. That's just what it is. It's just being recorded. Now, let me go ahead and go to this riot thing that's going on all over the world. I mean, Minneapolis and Atlanta. I think they did something in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I'm kind of shaking because, you know, I always shake when I get on like subjects like this because it takes so much energy out of me because I'm already so peaceful. And I'll just be like, you know, fuck these bitches. But on stuff like this, I just get so irritated automatically. And it's just like, if you watch these videos, I just watched another video, you know, it was, I think it was on Twitter or something like that, and the guy who was doing the riot thing, he was jumping all around, you know, not the actual rioters, not the actual people that was not the actual protester, but one of the policemen, you know, just riled up smiling. I mean, he had his gun. Did I show you that video? I mean, he was just riled up smiling like, yes, I'm finna shoot one of you motherfuckers. Like, and it's people like that that fuck it up for everybody else. I mean, you're not supposed to be happy to be out here and mistreat other people. You're not supposed to be happy to be out here to mistreat other people. You should be fucking furious with the fact that you work in a very corrupt type of environment that would even have a big ass protest like this. And that's just how I feel on it. You know, I agree? Just like I just said, I'm gonna throw that disclaimer in there again. Do I agree with everything that they doing? No, because it's black businesses. Like I said, I'm getting really jittery. So it's black businesses that's, you know, being looted and stuff like that as well. I hope they have, insurance and things like that, so it'll be very easy for them to get their things back. But do I think they deserve that? Hell no. You're supposed to be helping one another, not, tearing down the very establishment that they work, hands and knees for. Mm-hmm. Now, am I saying y'all should go over there and fuck them white folks stuff up? I'm not saying that either, but hell, if that's what you gonna do. Mm-hmm. You do that. And what I'm saying is don't fuck up your brother and sister shit, trying to prove a point. And let the message get lost in the chaos. And it's not the way how I think of violence. I think of violence as one person hitting another person. That's how I think of violence. Now, violence to me is not a person hitting a building or something like that, breaking into a building. That to me is vandalizing. Not violence. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to say, oh my God, they're so violent. They're so, violent is them finding any motherfucker on the street that's not protesting with them and punching their ass in the face. That's violent to me. What do you think about that?
I think a few things. As you were saying that, I just find it very odd and funny at the same time that these same people that call us violent are the direct descendants of those who were violent to us by hanging us, lynching us for no reason. You have your Emmett Tills out there that was minding his own business with his cousin. Family, I'm not sure that was his cousin or not, but because a white lady lied and said that he whistled at her, he was a young man, 14 years old. He was butchered. They beat him to the point where he was unrecognizable. And he, I'm sure, was not the last that happened to. You say we're so angry, we're so violent, we're such savages, but you forget the savagery that your ancestors, some of your grandparents, put on us back only a few decades ago. If we look in your eyes, that's a slap or a lynch. If we quote unquote talk back to you, that's an automatic death penalty. If we get upset or angry, like we never could say anything like how we can say it now talking adult if we disagree with something that you say. So that's how I feel about it. I feel like when you call African Americans beasts, when you call them angry and upset and just dangerous, just violent, you need to think about what you did to us in the past, how is that any different? What is your excuse for what y'all did to us okay in comparison to us being violent as a retaliation of what y'all are continuing to do to our people? That's how I feel about it. You know, I know that there are some, like as you said before, there are some whites and other races that, you know, are not okay with what this corruption in in that law enforcement has been over the past years. But I mean, for me, I just find it just very funny, very ironic that somebody white, as soon as they see us getting upset or heated, oh, they're so scared. They're so scared because we're gonna act up. But yet, your grandparents did it to us. Well, all we did was just look at them in their eyes, and they killed us, lynched us, strangled us, popped us with bullets. You know what I'm saying? Treated us as not their equal, but their inferior. So, no, I don't understand when a white person, you know, says something like that, like, you know, they're so violent, like they're monsters, they're such savages and beasts. I don't understand that, because even now, if a black person comes up to you and you even have the slightest hint that they are more intelligent than you, and they catch you in your own tracks before you even can say anything, you throw a temper tantrum. Case in point, the president of the United States right now. You cannot even have a full conversation with someone if they disagree with you and they have their reasons, and their reasons are legit, without throwing a temper tantrum, without being disrespectful, without being rude, without cutting somebody off, without just rah, 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 but yet we're the savages. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it.
And I'm going to add something to that point. I don't give a fuck. Take it how you will. White people, Asian people, we have so many chances to throw as many shots at y'all as we like to, but we don't. You get what I'm saying? Point in case, white people. Let me go ahead and say it now. Point in case, white people. Oh, just about 90% of y'all motherfuckers is racist. Now, you know what? I ain't gonna say 90%. Let's be fair. Just about 50% of you motherfuckers is racist and have been taught racist tendencies. Have you been... Child. Bitches smell like wet dogs. Bitches... I mean, come on, it's so many... most of y'all school shooters. It's just like we have so many chances to take shots at y'all and call y'all terrorists and call almost all of y'all thieves, because you all have stolen in some type of way. Cultural appropriation, blah, blah, blah. Stole this land that we're on right now. It's so many chances that we... And stole us from our land. It's so many shots you can... Asian people, y'all want to be us so motherfucking bad. Still the swag, still the type of, you know, still our type of music. All of them. White people too. We have so many chances to take so many shots at y'all because y'all can't come up with nothing original. And that's not to come for anybody that has come up for that has made anything original. If I do, you know, kudos to you. You made that originally by yourself. But I'm talking about the bad motherfuckers. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I mean, we have ample times to take shots at y'all. Y'all getting lip injections to be just like us. And then down in the next person for looking similar to you when that's how they look naturally.
You said a mouthful on that.
Kim Kardashian. I don't know how many of them bitches. All damn near all the damn Kardashians don't have surgery except for like 2 of them.
What two?
I don't damn know. Hell. Where's the lie? I'm trying to find a lie. I'm just saying, like, I mean, we have so. I'm just saying, we have so many shots we can throw at y'all, but we don't. Black people have been trying to coexist with y'all ass forever, and it seems like that shit's not working. So then when we turn into these savages, these monsters that y'all say we are, now we just, you know, what the fuck they be called? We thugs. We ghetto. We ratchet as fuck. We savages. That's the thing. We have so many chances to take shots at y'all, and the very chance y'all get to take any little slight shot at us, you take it. And we do not come for any of y'all. We don't call y'all bitches school shooters. We don't call y'all temperamental crybabies. We don't come for any of y'all. And to see how black people or people of color, period, are treated, that shit is disgusting.
And it's disgusting.
And just like Quentin was saying, I'm sorry.
No, you fine.
The fight is beyond black people, honestly. Y'all need to do some soul searching, period, to find out, why am I like this?
Why are you so mad?
Superiority does not come from a human standpoint. It comes from a spiritual standpoint. And no, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about
your being.
Your being itself. The energy that radiates off of you. That's the superiority that you...
I get it, but you
that you know.
You know, me and Toya, we had a kind of little small tiny discussion about this the other day about the what was going on and everything. And I told her, I was just like, you know, it's hard as shit being black, you know? And she was like, I know, right? Just like we can't get your bread. But I said, but guess what though? I never change it for the world. Even though it's hard being this, but I am so proud. I'm a proud African American because, like you said, all these chances we could try to take our shots. We could try to call the law on every little thing that a white person does. But y'all don't even realize that we choose not because we're scared or anything like that, but we have just that much strength that we have fought through spirituality, through prayer, through just being just staring it right in its face. And I mean, even though, like I said, everything that's going on with the riots and everything that's going on with the corruption in law enforcement, I can't picture myself being any other race. Can you?
Yeah, no, because if I was supposed to be that race, my creator would have made me that race.
Right.
If I was supposed to be that orientation, my creator would have made me that orientation.
Right. And
if I was supposed to be a low-life scum bitch, I would have been made a low-life scum.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this goes right back to the last podcast I said. Bad and good will forever need a balancer. Yeah. And right now, it is not at balance. Bad wins. Global warming. Police brutality. Mistreatment of people, period. Scammers. It's eating everybody up.
Yeah. which brings me back to the 100 of Me, the song 100 of Us. I'm sorry. That line really stuck out to me when she said, and I'm talking about Cash Doll for those of you who don't know, but
that's on the Stacked album,
right?
And it's a pretty good album.
The line when she said that being African American, y'all making it as if it's illegal to be black, the way that y'all treat us.
She says, reading between the lines, it's still black. Being black is still illegal,
right? And that line stuck out to me because it's like, wow, it really do seem like that. It seems like that automatically we're not doing anything but just minding our own business. But it just seems like that type of trouble.
You heard it. Okay.
But it's this type of situation where it just seems like no matter what, they always digging, and when they don't find anything, they try to make something. You know, and it's like I said, it's sad and it's scary and it's hard, and it's even harder being black, being a man, and being gay. You know, that is a whole nother situation within itself. But at the end of the day, I feel like even though we kind of have somewhat of difference in how we handle our spirituality, but I feel like the universe, as you would call it, and for me, God, I feel like he and it placed us in the situation that we're in because obviously we're strong enough to handle it.
And let's face the facts. I mean, sometimes people are not strong enough to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what we have each other for. But if we're gonna turn on each other every chance we get, that's the big problem.
And me saying that brought me to that point as far as with all this shit that's going on, with all this brutality that's going on, and I'm pretty sure it's probably even worse stuff that has happened that we don't even know about because it either hasn't been recorded or it hasn't been brought to light. But I'm pretty sure that it's even worse things that has happened that's still happening. You want to talk about being raped again, going back in the day. That's why you have a lot of what they call mulattoes, because the slave master would rape the slaves. Why you have all these mixed kids, you know, stuff that I'm saying back in the day, but I'm just saying you want to talk about rape, but you failed to. But when it happened to us, it was not a big deal. But now all of a sudden, maybe one case over here or over there, it's a whole big deal, and now our whole entire race is considered just disgusting or something you need to fear and destroy or seek to destroy.
Here's the thing. At this point, I don't even think, you know what it is about race? And let me tell you exactly what it is. Envy and jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to the other day at work, and I had brought something up, and one of my coworkers, April, came around the corner and was like, you know, jealousy is a sickness.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I just let that shit marinate, and I'm just like, you know what? Yes, it is. And it's a sickness that's very easily to be caught if you're manipulable.
It's deadly.
And it's a deadly thing if you do not get it under wraps. We have to, here's the thing with humans. Hell, animals know how to live better than humans. Because they know that they need each other.
They know their place.
They know their place, and they know that they need each other at the end of the day. We can learn a lot of shit.
Which is why hatred, even though you just interrupted me, but it's all cool.
See, it starts with the bitch beside you being respectful.
Exactly, bitch. But you said like a point, because hatred, jealousy, envy, all of that, those are learned. It makes sense. You just said even with animals don't hate each other. They don't hate on each other.
They know they need each other for survival.
They're not jealous of each other. They don't go. You don't see a fucking lion trying to dye his mane silver to look like a silverback. You know what I'm saying? So like it is those traits are learned, which brought me to the point that I was, before you had started bringing all this up, that I was trying to make, as far as crazy and as sad as all this is going. I've said it in a few podcasts before, and I'll say it again. This is why it's so important for us as a race, as a culture, to stick together and stop with all this chaos within our race. You know,
that's
colorism.
Why it's so easy to, that's why it's so easy to fuck black folks up. Because there's no unity.
Right. The colorism, the sexism, the orientationism, all the isms.
Let's talk about it while we there. The colorism shit.
Like, as far as, again, my baby is brown, I'm red. So the fuck what? That does not mean that I am in any of a higher status than he is. The same thing with my parents. My mom is brown. My brother is brown. My dad is red. I take color after my dad, but so what? It's still my parents have treated us both the same. If I do something wrong, get my ass whooped. If my brother do something wrong, he getting his ass. Like, it doesn't matter. So what I can't seem to understand is what is being light skinned got anything to do with being regal, being beautiful?
Because you're closer to white, that's why.
What does being dark skinned or brown, how does that correlate to being ugly or second rate or inferior? I don't understand that.
But you know what? I understand. When you understand the basis of something, how something first gets started, then you understand the whole problem. And I understand the basis of it.
You
get what I'm saying? Like, you get closer to. So the thing is, you're closer to. How am I gonna put this? You're closer to power if you're closer to white. To them.
Allegedly, right?
You get what I'm saying? To me, if you're closer to, becoming your one true self, being enlightened, to me, you're closer and divine to me.
Right. When I say I don't understand, I'm not literally saying I don't understand. I don't understand as in it's bullshit.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Like,
but I'm saying for people who have to listen, like, that's all what it stems from.
Right.
Damn piece of skin that if I slice your skin off and I slice mine off, we both gonna bleed the same color. We both gonna look exactly alike under the thing, unless your ass got a metal plate under your arm.
And again, it goes back to, I don't understand, like, the racism and the colorism, because at the end of the day, you get your lips injected. Who are you trying to portray? A black person. When you do the braids, the locks, who are you trying to imitate? A black person. When you get your ass shots, who are you trying to imitate? A black person. So that's what I'm saying. You can't hate what you're trying to portray.
The culture that you're trying to.
You cannot hate what you're trying to portray.
Just like I don't understand how you could, rate something that you don't even like in the first place.
Obviously, you do. Obviously, if
it was beautiful enough
to insert yourself inside of it. So obviously, you hate yourself for liking something that you're trying to say that you don't like, but in actuality, you do like. That's what I'm saying. Like all this is being circled all the way around. Like I'm speaking us blacks, African Americans. I don't understand why, or let me stop saying that. I just think that it's crazy for you to go out to bleach your skin because you think being light skinned is just the most heavenliest thing. Have you seen? It's very popular in Jamaica. They actually have specific type of creams that they actually go home and mix together to do it, and so many people do, which is so crazy because most of the ones that I've seen on social media, they look a hot ass mess. Like they look dead. This one lady was in.
I would never want to be another color.
This one lady was in a tub. This one lady was in a tub of some type of material that was like bleach. In a tub with it, and this other lady was just scraping the skin. I'm talking about, it looked like she was peeling a potato. It was no, I'm serious. It was horrible. It looked horrible, and what I'm saying is, to be like, do you not know the beauty and the worth that is in your skin, that is in the beautiful brown skin? It's called melanin. Do you know how important that is? Do you know that is a natural shield? That is a natural protectant from sun rays and getting skin cancer. So I don't understand, like, with all this beauty that's in blacks, that's, the shape of our lips, the shape of our bodies and everything, like most of us back in the day, like, we're, the shape, how we have shapes and stuff, that's the shapes of warriors. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How we're built, and I don't understand, how do y'all not appreciate that? I can't seem to get it. Or even though I'm not a dark skinned person, but I think that it's crazy. Like, when I hear it now, I'm like, wow, that is kind of crazy for someone to say that. Like, for someone to say, dang, she fine to be a dark skinned person, to be black, to be brown skinned, she look good. Like,
hell,
what does that mean?
It's ugly motherfuckers in every race.
Right, but what does that mean?
To be real honest with you, it's ugly motherfuckers.
Dang, little woman, you fine to be dark. Like, what does that mean?
And for some people, just like you watching that video the other day, you think I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff, But I do listen when you be watching your little videos. And just like that lady was saying, she set up a dating site.
Yeah, that's right.
To, see what would happen. And most of them were calling her exotic, like, oh my God.
Because she was dark.
Because she dark skinned with her real skin color. Then she, had a few things changed on her to make her look, lighter. She
not
like her actual body. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not like her actual body, but
it was an app that she made herself lighter to see the reactions of, like, how, what they would say, how they would approach her, and they approached her like she was a regular human being, like, hey, I want to take
like
you
she
out,
was
man.
some fetish.
Right, exactly.
Because some of y'all get lost in the sauce about some damn dark skin and some light skin. It's just like, girl, we all humans. When a fucking alien come to take our motherfucking ass out, you think they gonna care about our skin color? Hell no, they gonna kill all of us.
And which is so crazy, like, because you hear that, but I've never heard anyone say you cute to be light skinned. So if you don't say that to light skinned people, why would you say that to a dark skinned person and not think that that was in some way be offensive?
Yeah, because it's ugly motherfuckers all around. Yes. I seen some ugly ass light skinned people. I seen some ugly ass dark skinned people. And I seen some ugly ass white people.
Yes. So the point of me bringing all that
Ain't
up,
nothing worse than you being a girl and you look just like your daddy. Like, I'm talking my old face and all. You know what? And that go for any. I'm talking about anybody.
So guess what? At the end of the day, I brought that up because so we can understand how important it is to stay together. Because how can you get so angry and agitated and upset when a white person is killing us and putting us down, but you doing the same shit to your own race? To your own race.
So to get change, we need to change. You know, change some of the things. You know, I mean, it's a lot of people that, you know what, and even though some people, you know, I know change takes time.
Yeah.
But you know, I see a lot of people that just, you know, y'all, it's a bad thing to say, like them old folks. They be like, they just stuck in their ways. But honestly, some of y'all ways gonna get y'all ass killed one way or the other.
But also, learn how to stop and think. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. They fail to think about how is this gonna affect everything, how it's gonna affect you yourself. You need to stop being so hasty in your actions and just feel, well, that bitch said this about me, so I'm finna fuck. Like, stop.
But you know what? All of the videos that I don't seen about these cops killing these people, they be complying. But you know what? When you come up to them doing some unnecessary ass shit, like kicking up, like I just seen a video on Twitter. This white, you know, they had the black guy, and it was one officer like right here, and there was another officer right here. You know, they were coming up together, and they were like, stop, and they were guy like this. This white motherfucker took his leg, he got up and karate kicked this black guy in the back, and the man turned around like, what the fuck? Like, you know, I got my motherfucking hands up. Did you really have to kick me in the back like that? And they gonna choke this man and throw him to the ground. That's the kind of shit that pissed me off, because it's just like, damn, you can't win for losing.
No. But baby, that's what I'm saying. I don't like that, but it starts
and most of the black
with
people
us.
that I know, no, let me say something too. Most of the black people that I know, they doing good. That's the thing. They don't see the good people, just like Cash Doll said, none does. They don't see the good black people doing good business. They see the handful over here doing bad, and they assume it's the whole damn crowd. And that's the problem. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, it's some of y'all that just need to change y'all ways altogether. And until y'all do that, shit gonna keep happening to the good people.
Right. That was what I was saying.
But that's just what I keep telling you, like
at the end of the day, it starts with us as a whole. Like, you cannot be sitting here, you so upset with what, you know, these situations happening like this, but yet tomorrow you finna go and fight somebody because of some silly shit that went on that you have no business fighting them about. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. While y'all are sitting here shooting each other up because y'all represent different set or different gangs or whatever, these white people looking at y'all like, okay, there's one less nigga I got to kill, and moving right the fuck along to the next. So I'm saying, I understand that I get upset about certain situations with the next black person, you know, as anybody, whether you black, African, Indian, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when I think about, like, at the end of the day, I'm not finna get to the point where I'm just making it such a big deal, because at the end of the day, it's not that serious. There's more serious things to be worried about, such as how are we gonna be protected? Hell, vote. Who are you voting for? Who is in the White House? Who is going to be the protector and the shield of this country to make sure that everyone is equal?
I want to Bernie Sanders over there. And I'm honestly
having
to rethink about stuff. But we going to definitely do a video I'm not sure if it's gonna be just for our YouTube channel or maybe do a second part, talking about, voting stuff. But until then, we got 10 seconds. So my page is Jay's Rainbow on everything.
Mine is Cameron Hunt, and ours is the Jam Couple. So y'all be careful out there. Again, just think before you react. Please just think about it, because you never know. Just think about it. But y'all be safe. Deuces. We will see you later. Bye.